This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, the best in Bay Area high school sports. Thrilling football action with Wilcox taking on league rival Palo Alto. Monta Vista meets Livermore and Berkeley travels to Clayton Valley.
Our season with Valley Christian football is a family reunion this week as the Warriors meet St. Francis. Volleyball with California and Carondelet, and the story of the Ignacio Valley star back on the field after choosing to take the year off. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin this week in San Francisco with the oldest football rivalry west of the Mississippi. The Bruce Mahoney football game is the first of 3 games to decide which school gets to hold the trophy at the end of the year.
The first game in the rivalry played in 1892. The Bruce Mahoney series, named after 2 World War II veterans, began in 1947. The team winning 2 of the 3 games gets the trophy. St. Ignatius leads the series 50-21, so the Irish had some work to do in the game played at Kezar Stadium Friday night.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. Welcome to Kezar Stadium for the 2019 Bruce Mahoney game. Sacred Heart Cathedral versus St. Ignatius, and the Wildcats strike first. Joe Celentano pushes the ball downfield, and on that same drive, Celentano forces his way in to put SI on the board. Still in the first, Teddy Buchanan looks, fires, and connects with Marcelo via Vincencio, who flips his way in. Wildcats up 14-0 in the second. The Fighting Irish fight back. Keon Dowling steps back and launches one for Tyrese Ivy Jr. It's a race to the finish line, and Ivy Jr. wins it. The Irish trail 14-7 at the half. Third quarter, Joe Celentano again bobbing, weaving, and barely getting through with both shoulder pads, but he runs it down the sideline to get St. Ignatius in great field position, and that sets it up for Teddy Buchanan, who throws another rocket. This is a 23-yard pass coming in for the landing in the arms of Danny Ryan, and in the fourth, Kevin O'Driscoll for the Irish weaves his way into the end zone for the touchdown, and SI scores once more for the final 28-14 Wildcat win. It's always a fun one when the Bruce Mahoney trophy is on the line.
Team captains meeting at midfield before the game as Arroyo takes on Hayward. The Farmers get on the board on the opening kickoff. Carlos Monroe gobbles up the squib kick. He finds a hole and turns on the Jets. 70 yards to the house. PAT good, and the Farmers take a 7-0 lead. Another Hayward TD would make it 14-0. Then Trayvon Wilson extends the lead here. Trayvon getting the handoff, finds a hole, and he is gone. 60 yards to pay dirt, and it's 21-0 Farmers after 1. Second quarter, and the Farmers show off their aerial attack this time. Francisco Cedano heaves it down the far sideline for Maurice Smith, who makes the catch in stride, and Maurice walks it in for the score, 27-0 Hayward. The Farmers continue to pound the rock later in the second, hand it to Joshua Jackson, who sprints down the sideline, and he scampers in, 34-0 Hayward in the lead. Arroyo trying to answer back, but the pass is picked off by Kavion Wilson to stop the Dons' drive. Hayward taking advantage on their next drive, give it to Reggie Garrett, who walks in for the score as Hayward cruises to a big win to go to 4-1 on the season. Garrett and Jackson leading the ground attack for the Farmers.
Now we've got Hillsdale hosting Menlo Atherton Tuesday. It was a close game all night. Fighting Knights ahead. Rihanna Liu sets for Jessica Dean, who pummels it to make it 10-7 Hillsdale. But the Bears would come back. Sisters Mariah and Natalie Grover come together here, and MA wins set 1, 25-23. In set 2, Hillsdale fighting early. Audrey Gilbert tools it off the block, and it lands in Bear territory. And the Knights get on the board. Later in the set, Victoria Vanos has a dagger of her own. Fighting Knights take the second set 25-22, and we're tied at a set apiece. But the Bears looking to take control in game 3. Emma Spint drives one in after the Mariah Grover feed, and following her will be Mariah to Natalie Grover, who goes opposite court. Game 3 goes to MA 25-21. Game 4, Mia Cha sets it for Sophia Markowicz, who places it perfectly in bounds, but the Bears defense did work in that final set. Merritt Hoyam with the block, and then she turns around and does it again as Menlo Atherton wins the fourth set by 2 points, taking home the match. The Bears improved to 4-0 in league play.
Big crowd on a hot day in Walnut Creek. Miramonte taking an early lead. Ryan McInich takes the pass in the hole and gets the goal 1-0. More Mats' goalie Oliver Van Carl with a nice pass ahead to Blake Coover, who rifles it home. Las Lomas keeping it tight throughout. Jack Ellis goes inside to Jack Martin with a backhand laser just off the water. That was nice. Nice pass here from Jackson Painter to Will Coons, racing to the net and beating the keeper. Here's Painter, a member of the USA Men's Youth National Team, showing why he's one of the best in the nation. Third quarter and the Knights pull to within 3 goals. Look at Martin spinning and firing. 7-4 Miramonte. Nice passing here by Miramonte as they get it inside to Will Thomas, and the senior puts it away. Later in the third, this just all desire from Martin, whose first shot is blocked, but Jack keeps fighting and somehow scores from under the water. Jack with 5 goals in this one. But Miramonte never trails as the sun sets. Hoover strikes from distance as Miramonte remains undefeated, opening league play with an impressive win. Painter with 5 goals for the Miramonte Matadors.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rika Center.
It's a brand new rap every week. Here are the Players of the Week.
It's Cal High Sports Report. We at the Rika Center with Leverage 80.
That's me.
Uh-huh.
I'm back.
And Rama Jamal, yo, tell him who this first player is.
Jerry Johnson, passing very constant. Okay. Any given Sunday, put a cherry on him. The passes he's launching, the catches he's causing a problem for Wilcox, blocking their charges. This Pittsburgh Pirates scored 3 of his 4 touchdowns in the 4th.
Oh my lord!
What's more, he was 24 for 37, 305 yards. With fans like Bruce Willis, die hard.
Colin Gifford, yeah. Call him different. He's following his calling within. A rising star on the Palo Alto Vikings. A right blend of free safety and tight end. 7 catches, 156 yards. He hits hard and also gets far. After the catch stats, the kid's off the chart, leaving Carmont lost on the Scotland Yard. Yeah, you know what it is, your Players of the Week. Peace.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, of this week's tip.
Swimmer's ear, or otitis externa, is an infection of the ear canal that results in pain, itching, and sometimes drainage out the ear. If you get ear pain after some time in the water, see your doctor, as you may need antibiotic drops to get rid of the problem. There are some things you can do to try to prevent swimmer's ear. Wear earplugs while swimming and only swim in clean water. After you swim, use gravity to remove the excess water and dry the ear with a towel. Avoid putting anything in your ear, such as pens or cotton, and be careful with the earbuds so as not to scratch your ear canal. And as for that troublesome earwax, well, it is actually protective, and you might even be pushing it farther in by trying to remove it. So talk to your doctor about other ways to treat the problem.
Coming up, league play begins with a tough battle in the Mount Hamilton division. It's Lee and Willow Glen in the Diablo Motors Monster Game.
And Mission Valley League Volleyball with Monroe Catholic and American next.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers now. You sure I can do this?
Yeah, it's what we've been planning for.
Thank you. Hey, boy.
Hey, baby.
You know how I said I've been working on something big, right?
Sure.
This house is officially yours. You own it.
At U.S. Bank, we believe hard work works.
Best of luck.
And our integrated approach to wealth management helps make sure your money keeps working as hard as you do.
People are coming from all over to buy from one of the highest volume stores in the world. At South County of Gilroy, we're the #1 volume dealer in Northern California. Thank you for making us #1. Here are some more deals just for you. It's all about speed. Get a new Challenger for only $18,888. New Charger, only $29,988. After discounts and rebates. New Dodge Durango for just $23,988. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. and by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with two outstanding teams getting ready to kick off Mount Hamilton Division play. Both the Lee Longhorns and the Willow Glen Rams coming into the game with perfect 3-0 records.
The Rams with a prolific running game with over 600 yards on the ground this season. The Longhorns looking to remain undefeated in this game played at Willow Glen. It's our Diablo Motors CCS Monster game, and our Wesley Boone was there.
The lights are on and the stage is set for the Lee Longhorns to take on the Willow Glen Rams. For the visiting Longhorns, Rico Calindres has been electric on the season. He leads the team with 10 catches for 256 yards and 3 receiving scores. For the Rams, Dylan Pruitt is leading the team in tackles, but he's also scored 2 rushing touchdowns. 2 dynamic players for 2 dynamic teams squaring off in our Diablo Motors Monster game. Battle of undefeated teams. Not much action in the first half. Rams kick a field goal early. Let's fast forward to the second opening drive. Rigo Calindres making his presence felt. Takes the pass in the flats upfield. Still going. Longest play in the game for Lee. It's 4th down now. The quarterback calls his own number. Max Velikonovez gets the first down. Longhorns in scoring position when Max Griffiths scoots in from 6 yards out. We've got our first touchdown of the game in the third quarter. Longhorns lead 7-3. Rams, though, get an offensive spark of their own. Negrete finding Jack Riley. Wow! One-hander and the somersault. Rams in striking distance. It's 4th down now. Rams going for it, and they're going for it all. Negrete finds Jake Medina. 31 yards in the air. Touchdown, Rams. Both teams saving all of their offense for the second half. It's 10-7 Rams. Longhorns driving, trying to retake the lead when Tyrese Ryans steps in front of the pass. An inadvertent whistle, though, stops the play and sets up this. Negrete on the designed quarterback run, trying to hit the sideline, makes a man miss, and no one will catch him. Negrete had himself a game. It's 17-7, and that would be enough to push the Rams over the top. Negrete 121 yards rushing, and that score. Here he is on how the Rams refocused themselves at the half.
You know, it was really just everything. We had our game plan set out, and even after the half, we stuck to it. You know, it wasn't really let's change it up, let's hit this and this. It's just let's keep doing what we're doing, but we got to execute more. We kind of got in our own heads, you know, and we underestimated them. And we really just had to realize that we got more skill players, more playmakers, you know.
From Willow Glen, I'm Wesley Boone, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
It's American traveling to Monroe to take on the Mariners. Early in the first set, it's all American. Mariners think they have the kill. Not so fast. Tanya Vickery with the dig. Katie Martinez with the dump. Eagles strike first. Tied at 20 late in the set, Layla Velasquez saves this one after the block, but Sophia Shaw with the emphatic kill in the back corner. Eagles up late. But the Mariners at set point, Bianca Penzalin puts it where no one is. Mariners take the first set. Antonella Vanto gets the kill off the Abigail Sanchez set. More from the Mariners, Layla Albera bumps for Sanchez, who sets for Joan Oabede. And the Mariners run away with the second. In the third, Eagles finding some life. Bridget Aguirre bumping to Leah Arbinal. Tanya Chetri goes up for the kill. Eagles take the third set. Set 4, Albera bumping for Sanchez, who sets Penzalin, who drills it. Eagles can't handle it. Mariners getting out to a strong lead in the fourth. Sanchez setting for Kaylee Spooner, who gets the set-clinching kill. Moreau Catholic takes the victory. Avanto leading the way with 16 kills. Moreau winning in 4.
Each week, 49ers Prep, South County Chrysler, and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
Here's the 49ers two-time Pro Bowl fullback Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce this week's 49ers Prep Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week, presented by U.S. Bank. This week's award goes to Campo Lindo High School's head coach Kevin Macy. Last week's victory over Hayward marked Coach Macy's 223rd career win since starting his coaching career in 1988. As part of this award, Campo Lindo High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Coach Macy will also be invited to a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan and will be recognized on the field before one of our home games later in the season. Congratulations to head coach Kevin Macy, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Albany's Construction brings us the dirty work play each week. This week, it's Diego Garcia for Wilcox in a big game last week, muscling his way in for the sack. That is a big hit. Number 50, Diego Garcia doing the dirty work, just like Albany's construction.
Coming up, we continue our inside look at Valley Christian football with a family flair as the Warriors take on St. Francis.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric girls volleyball power rankings.
I was in pain all the time.
Terinia was diagnosed with spine issues from a car crash. The neurosurgery team at Stanford Healthcare came up with a way to ease her pain. Using leading-edge imaging along with robotic surgery, doctors corrected Terinia's spinal condition. Stanford is one of the few hospitals in California pioneering this less invasive approach.
I don't have words for it, really. It's amazing.
When it matters most, patients turn to Stanford Healthcare. Discover more at stanfordhealthcarenow.org.
I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. Our service department employs the best luxury car technicians anywhere. Our honest, hardworking staff can handle all your maintenance and repair needs. We are experts in all luxury car repairs, so you can be confident we'll get the job done right. We handle everything from regular maintenance items like oil changes and brake jobs to bigger jobs like engine and transmission replacement. Why pay more at a dealership when our expert staff will do a top quality job at a fraction of the price? Come see us in San Ramon for all your service needs. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
We are the Sequoia High School cheerleaders,
and you're watching
the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium as we continue our series this season with Valley Christian football. This week, the Warriors open league play against St. Francis, a game that has very special meaning.
The Lancers and Warriors have members of two of the Bay Area's most prestigious high school football families. So when these two teams meet, there's a lot of emotion and lots of reasons to win. The season with Valley Christian football is brought to you by Mike LaBarbera of Terra Commercial Real Estate.
Okay, good cutback to get the first down.
The first week of the league schedule has the Warriors playing their rival, St. Francis. This isn't just a rivalry between schools. No, this rivalry runs a little deeper than that.
There's a lot of aspects to when we play St. Francis. I mean, that was a place when, where I grew up and where my family grew up. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Valley defensive coordinator Eric Scherenberg graduated from St. Francis back in 1986.
And this is an opponent that'll play with some power.
20 miles away at St. Francis.
Push, push, push.
His younger brother Matt
Communicate, who are we looking to?
Is the defensive coordinator for the Lancers.
Personally, it means a lot more than any other game for me because my brother's my idol. Coaching idol is my next door neighbor. And so it's a little bit of bragging rights, although we don't brag on each other too much whether we win or lose.
When they play each other, because both of them are defensive coordinators, we always talk about the fact that the ideal game is a 0-0 tie.
All 8 of the Scherenberg siblings graduated from St. Francis. Eric and Matt's sister is married to the head honcho himself, head coach Greg Calcagno.
All day, good, good. Motion, motion! Football's a big part of my family. Football is a big part of what we've done, how we express love to each other, and just how we get to come together.
So win or lose, we're brothers first, and that's more important than any records.
Good. Gosh, that was nice.
In 2013, devastation struck the Scherenberg family. Jennifer Kranz is Eric and Matt's niece, the daughter of their sister Libby. Jennifer was diagnosed with terminal cancer on her 6th birthday. At halftime of the St. Francis Valley Christian game in 2013, the high school football community came together to show their support for little Jennifer.
It was just very, very meaningful to have people who really weren't involved care, and they certainly did care.
Jennifer passed away 3 months later. Her funeral was held on the Valley Christian campus. Just like with Jennifer, the Scharenberg family will once again lean on each other and the football community this time around.
My dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, so for us that was something that caught us all by surprise. My dad was that guy up in the stands when we were in high school with the giant VCR camera on his shoulder and filming the games. He just sat there and filmed and supported and would build community, and that's the type of person he is.
I know what the odds are, and yet I fully expect to beat him. So it does mean I have 2 tracks. All right, I got her mad at me and the kids mad at me because I told them I've got my eulogy written, but at the same time I'm going to go get lessons on putting, so I've got both paths going, and I'm firmly committed to both of them depending on where I am in any day.
It's been fun to watch him fight. It's been fun to watch him and my mom and our family just sort of come together. It's still fun to watch.
Hey guys, hope both win.
Number 55, G.T. Reed.
All right, you can sit here. We love you, Dad, all right?
Love you too, man. Take care.
Yeah, let's go get him.
All right, here we go. Opening kickoff returner Camilo Arquette catches it at the 5-yard line, and Arquette runs 95 yards back the other way. The Lancers go up 7-0. Lancer QB Ryan Daly launches one upfield. Travis Velzide comes up with the catch.
Let's go defense, let's go!
But like we've seen all season, the Valley defense proves to be unyielding. Anthony Madrigal, Devin Vanderbilt, Matt Dixon Jr., a whole lot of Warriors in there for the tackle. Valley's offense on the field, Corey Taylor has his sights set on the end zone, and Jurion Dickey tips it up and comes down with it. 7-7 the score at halftime.
Don't give up and keep fighting. No matter what happens, you understand me? The story's already been written. All we got to do is let God work through you and play it out on the field right now.
Let's go make it happen.
First drive from the half lineman, Michael Jorgensen, Marcus Faila, and friends open up the line for Isaiah McIlvain, and he knows what to do. 14-7 Valley. Next possession, Taylor with the pump fake, and Jackson Stewart comes up with the one-handed grab to stay on his feet. The Valley drive would stall St. Francis with the ball. Joey Schott is the new QB for the Lancers, hurling it deep. Carson Rawls, despite strong coverage, snatches it. St. Francis looking to tie it up, throwing it deep into the end zone. But McIlvain is all over it. Isaiah's first interception of the season, and in the fourth, Valley in the red zone. Taylor looking for Stewart, and ladies and gentlemen, Jackson Stewart is back after the back injury sidelined him in his junior season.
Just wait on your number to get called. Like you've been doing.
The score 21-7 Valley. Chase Laubach with the handoff. He bumps into the line and then bounces off, heading down the sideline. 67 yards to cap off the Warriors scoring. 28-7 Valley Christian wins it, improving to 4-0 on the season. Here's Jackson Stewart on his comeback.
I can only thank God. There's moments where you think like you can't play, but then I'm just so happy that I could because it's a sport I love.
I love you so much, Matthew. I'm proud of you. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up, all right?
Post-game over at the Scharenberg house, coaches and families from both teams sharing the moment. Rivals on the field, but family always.
The Las Lomas Knights getting ready to defend their home pool against Miramonte. The Knights on the board first, Ashley Cortesis to Portia Sasser, who had 2 goals for the Knights. But the match tie it as Reese Whipple finds Megan McInich, who lofts it home for the Matadors. Now here's Allie Lurie passing across the pool to Grace Clark, and Grace powers it home. 2-1 Miramonte Matadors. More mats as the pass goes in front to Lurie. She's not going to miss from there as Miramonte takes command. Lucy Berkman tosses inside now to Danya Ennis, who does a nice job getting some space and firing around the defenders. She's a freshman. Down low this time is Ava Bartosewicz. You spell it just like it sounds. Ava beating 2 defenders to score here. One more time for the Mats, and here again is McInich racing to the net as Miramonte wins at 10-4. 7 different players scoring at least 1 goal for the Mats. Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers throughout the Bay Area.
Each week, Wellstrong brings us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Saglambeni with this week's tip.
Preventing a concussion is difficult, but there are some common sense steps you can take. Wear the helmet certified for your sport that fits properly. Never use your head as the focal point of contact. Don't tackle head first. Although not proven, strengthening your neck muscles and using a mouth guard can be helpful. Be safe and use common sense.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. It's a De Anza Division League opener with Wilcox and Palo Alto.
And big-time East Bay League volleyball with Carondelet and California.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions.
Why choose Invisalign over other aligners?
Are they comfortable and safe to wear?
I asked her doctor for a better alternative to braces, and he said,
only Invisalign aligners are made with SmartTrack technology. Based on years of research, it moves teeth more comfortably and predictably than ordinary aligners. And in many cases, it works faster than braces. So I can develop a custom treatment plan that'll work for each of these smiles. That's why Invisalign aligners have transformed millions of smiles.
Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers Stadium and for the Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, the Nueva School, and Mitty wanted the very best on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with opening night in the De Anza Division. The league performed very well as a whole in the preseason. The Wilcox Chargers are defending league champs with their star Paul Rosa nursing an injury, but having another talented guy like Isaiah Flores stepping up.
Yep, he's good too. The Chargers meeting the 3-1 Palo Alto Vikings, who finished second in league last season. A big game to start league play. It's our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Our McKenna Guerrero was there.
The Palo Alto band warming up the crowd as the Vikings host Wilcox. Pally in charge right away. Danny Peters firing to Genacio Henley, who makes the catch, and he is fast. 71 yards, and Pally has a very quick 7-0 lead. Wilcox looking to answer back. The Chargers like to run the ball, but this one is fumbled into the end zone. Grabbing it for the Vikings is Will Ranye, but the Chargers get the ball back and hand it to Isaiah Flores, who pounds it over the goal line, and we're tied 7-all. Second quarter, Peters tossing out to Jameer Shepard, the Fresno State commit. He gets a block, jukes the defender, and he is gone 62 yards. Now the Vikings get a 2-point conversion to take a 15-7 lead. Wilcox driving again, and Flores for a first down as the Chargers get a Flores field goal to trail 15-10. Now Paul Rosa here with a nice gain on another Charger drive. And finally, it's Flores heading into the end zone. Pally's Kevin Colin knocks the ball free, but there to save the day for the Chargers, Michael Fiaui, as Wilcox leads it 17-15 in the third quarter. Pally looking to come back, but this one is picked by Forrest Watts, the junior, with a huge play as Wilcox takes over. One final drive, Rosa, the coach's son, with a huge gain here, leading to his own TD run a short time later. Wilcox opening play with an impressive win. Big gains for Rosa and Isaiah Flores.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm here with your Game of the Week winners, the Wilcox Chargers. How y'all feeling tonight? Now we gotta give it up up to our MVP. He not only makes plays on his feet, but he also is the kicker. You were pounding it through all night long. Can you walk us through that first touchdown?
Well, I mean, I just got to give it up to my linemen. You know, we've been practicing all week, and you know, we just came with the dub. We fought 4 quarters, and we just came with the dub. You feel me? OT, baby, let's go! OT, baby!
Now, Jeremy, we got to talk about your ability to make plays on your feet. What do you have to say to this offensive line that allows you to make those plays?
Hey, man, they do all the work. They stepped up today. They kept in the game. They grinded out. They opened up the holes. I owe everything to them. These guys, they work hard in practice. You know, they bust their ass day in, day out, and they give us the holes.
Now, way to start off league right. You coming off an injury. What kind of confidence and momentum does this give this team going forward?
We just know we can hang with anybody. No matter who you put in front of us, we're going to smash mouths with them.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah. Confident in everything we do.
Well, you know, it's your senior season. This is the last time that you'll step on the field with this guys, but it's also the last time you'll step on the field with your dad and your coach. What are those moments like for you?
You know, I really cherish them, and I don't think I really, it hasn't really hit me yet because I haven't left, and I've been here a while, so I haven't really thought about it, but, you know, maybe I'll start cherishing them more.
Well, congratulations tonight, guys. Chargers defeated the Vikings 26-15. This has been your Game of the Week winners. Take it away, guys.
Hey, let's go!
First place on the line in the East Bay League as the Carondelet Cougars host the California Grizzlies. Cougars looking good early in the first. It's Kat Rogers to Angela Addis to Julie Haggerty, who crushes it for the 5-point lead. But the Grizzlies D up. Watch Genevieve Bain Tower over the net for the block. First set went back and forth. Here's Cal captain Sadie Pete on the attempt. The ball is blocked, but Pete gets a second chance and tools it off the block. The Grizzlies take the first set. Second set, no different from the first. Haggerty puts up a wall for the block, giving the Cougars a late 2-point lead. But the Grizzlies battle back as Natalie Pete bumps, Peyton Lee sets, and Juliana Bronzini kills. Cal takes the second by 2 points. On to the third. The Grizzlies are locked in now. It's Bain to Lee to Sofia Aguilera, who finds the hardwood. And the California Grizzlies are in control. A nice dig here by freshman libero Natalie Pete. Lee sets Bronzini in the corner, and she slams it down as the Grizzlies win in 3 sets over the Cougars. California now tied with Monta Vista at the top of the East Bay League.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Sacred Heart Prep's Dante Cachone. Dante is involved in lots of volunteer work, including his work with the Day in the Swamp football camp for people with Down syndrome, delivering gifts with his family during the holidays to the Lucille Packard Children's Hospital. And this week, Dante will be working with the Homeboys Industries, helping to improve the lives of former gang members in East LA. Dante talks about why this volunteer work is so important to him.
It's honestly really humbling, honestly, like just, you know, living around in like such an affluent community, it's you need to stay grounded, so you need to focus yourself on other activities, I feel like.
Coming up, the 4-1 Livermore Cowboys taking on powerful Monta Vista.
And we meet the Ignacio Valley star whose decision to help his family meant sitting out last season. Our U.S. Bank Inspirational athlete is next.
Back at Levi Stadium with the Monta Vista Mustangs starting the season 3-1 and looking very strong. The Stangs with impressive senior quarterback Jack Stewartson averaging 225 yards a game in the air.
The Mustangs meeting Livermore this week. The Cowboys off to a 4-1 start, outscoring their opponents by 109 points. The Cowboys with a big test this week, hosting Monta Vista Friday night.
Here come the Monta Vista Mustangs as they take on East Bay League rivals Livermore. Mustangs look to take an early lead, but the goal line pass is picked off by number 23, Ben Noodleman, as he plays it safe, staying in the end zone. Second quarter now still scoreless until kicker Alex Quiroz puts it through the goalpost for a 19-yard field goal, and Livermore has a 3-0 lead. but all Monta Vista after that. They get some momentum going as running back Gavin Cribb finds a hole, breaks a tackle, and eventually brought down right near the goal line. This drive would lead to quarterback Jack Stewartson finding his receiver Connor Shea in the end zone as Monta Vista takes a 7-3 lead. Third quarter now as Stewartson drops back to pass one more time, this time hitting Nate Ruchena for the one-handed grab. It's another Mustang touchdown. But hold on, Monta Vista not done yet. It's Cribb taking it up the middle once again to seal the game. It's a 38-yard touchdown scamper for Cribb as Monta Vista goes on to win it. 26-3 was the final. Big games for the quarterback Stewartson and the running back Gavin Cribb.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us.
Our Wesley Boone joins us now with the story of one Warrior football player forced to make an agonizing decision.
Thanks, Robert. In high school, life can seem pretty simple. School, class, friends. For one senior at Ignacio Valley, last fall, life wasn't so simple, and he was forced to grow up quickly. But thanks to support from his teammates and coaches, it was easy for Fernando Verdushko to put family first.
My older brother, he played. It's something you'll never forget because, like, the bonds you make with your friends, they always last forever. And to this day, he's best friends with all the players he played football with.
Fernando Verdushko had his own bonds tested last fall. Not many high schoolers are forced to make the decision Fernando had to make.
My mom, she was pregnant, and then that kind of like drew me away from football. Like, I had to like mostly work instead of actually play, so we can get like money to pay bills and stuff.
Verdushko was forced to step away from the game he loves to take care of the people he loves.
Our whole program, like many other programs, we talk about family first. We felt the loss on the football field, but as a man, you know, I appreciated the fact that he was willing and able to do that.
With the support of his coach behind him, Verdushko waited to see how his teammates would respond.
They were there from the start to finish. They were just very supportive. Hopefully everything gets better.
It was actually powerful to watch our students kind of support him and come around him and encourage him.
So Verdushko, with the support of his football family, stepped away to take care of his own, working with his father doing carpentry work. Then, in April, his mom gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Soon after returning to the workforce, things were finally back to normal.
This is weight off my shoulders. Man, my mom's okay, the baby's okay. I can get back to doing the thing I love, just playing football.
Once I think that kind of burden was lifted off his shoulders, he got to be a kid again. You know, in this purest form, football's for kids and having fun.
In life, we wear many different uniforms. For Fernando Verdushko, he's a student, a brother, a son, and for his senior season, he'll be a football player. He couldn't be more grateful.
I was just happy. They let me back on their team knowing like all this stuff I went through. And they act like nothing just happened. It was like I was there from the start and I never left.
Fernando is back doing what he loves this fall. He's put the job to the side, and Ignacio Valley is thriving so far this season. They're off to a great start.
Yep, they're doing very well. Thanks, Wes.
No problem.
All right, if you would like the entire game videos from the games highlighted on the show tonight, you can order those on our website at 49erscalhighsports.com. Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ersCalHigh on Twitter and on Instagram. This season we'll have scores from every Bay Area football game on our Instagram by 11 o'clock every Friday night.
Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, the Diablo Motors NCS Monster Game as Berkeley travels to Clayton Valley.
And Los Altos and Palo Alto battle on the hardwood when we come back.
Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
Did you know I grew up here? I used to come here every Saturday as a kid.
Do you still have family here?
A lot of cousins. It's nice to be back. This is it, the company's new home.
We'll finally have the space we need to keep expanding.
All the hard work is definitely paying off. Congratulations.
Thank you. At U.S. Bank, we believe hard work works. And that's why we work hard together to help your business realize its full potential.
People are coming from all over to buy from one of the highest volume stores in the world. At South County of Gilroy, we're the #1 volume dealer in Northern California. Thank you for making us #1. Here are some more deals just for you. It's all about speed. Get a new Challenger for only $18,888. New Charger, only $29,988. After discounts and rebates. New Dodge Durango for just $23,988. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
Back at Levi Stadium with the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles getting ready for league play with a final non-league game against a top opponent. Tim Murphy's team coming through a very tough pre-league season schedule, an impressive 3-1 overall.
The Uggs hosting a tough Berkeley team looking to compete for a league title this season. Their final pre-league test against Clayton Valley is our Diablo Motors NCS Monster game, and our Chiara Biagini was there.
League play is right around the corner, and both Clayton Valley and Berkeley look to end their pre-league seasons on a high note. The Ugly Eagles have a lethal offense, averaging 38 points a game so far this season, with senior running back Makai Girvis averaging 250 yards a game. Berkeley counters with explosive junior running back Dante Searcy with 400 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. It's Berkeley at Clayton Valley in our Diablo Motors Monster game.
And it's the Uggs striking early and often. Jay Kern goes up the middle to Gunnar Oakley, who hauls it in for the quick 14-zip lead. Clayton Valley keeps it going in the second. Kern with the screen pass to Oakley. Nice blocking by the Uggs. Oakley muscles his way into Berkeley territory. The Uggs finish the drive with a touchdown. Yellow Jackets with the ball. Here comes the throw. Dylan Seeley tips the pass. Lucas Linkhart makes the catch. Great teamwork there for the pick six. That gives the Uggs a 28-0 lead at the half. Third quarters, Uggs looking to add on, but Berkeley's Randall Amir intercepts the pass in the end zone. Nice catch there, but the drive stalls. Clayton Valley with the ball, handed to Makai Jervis. Watch him shimmy through traffic for a nice gain. Uggs finish the drive with a touchdown. 5 minutes left in the third. The Yellow Jackets get on the board as Feeney Makai connects with Dwayne McDougal. 33 yards, touchdown Berkeley. But Clayton Valley's offense was a beast all night. Omari Taylor tears through the line and steps on the gas. Look at him go. Looks like he makes it in the end zone, but the ref calls it down at the 1-yard line. But the Uggs finish the drive with a touchdown. Clayton Valley in control. Brendan Ginn pitches it to Taylor. Nice move by the junior. Touchdown Eagles. Clayton Valley wins big. Omari Taylor is ready for league play.
Our team played good. We played a great game of 4 quarters. And we came out here, played hard, no matter who we playing. Berkeley's a great team, and we came and we played hard. We're ready for the next game.
In Concord with our Monster game, I'm Chiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. The Palo Alto Vikings looking to stay undefeated in league, but their opponent is the Los Altos Eagles, and they're tough. Jackie Hu with the dig, then it's Megan Wong to Naomi Kremu, and count it. Later on, set point for the Eagles, Katie Kishton to Sydney Enthoven, and Los Altos take set 1. Set 2, Amelia the Grinsick to Hillary Cheung, and Amelia Gibbs slams it hard to put it away. Vikings up by 2. But the Eagles doing work on defense. Carolyn Dormandy, the sophomore, muscles up for the block. Her teammate loving that one. Los Altos takes a 2-set lead. Set 3 Eagles 2 points away from winning it. The Viking Sophia Krugler lands one up the baseline, and Pally erases a 5-point deficit to force a set 4. That's when Pally comes alive. Chiyoung hits Vagrinsik in the corner, and the Vikings tied up at 2 sets apiece. Set 5, Pally up by 1. A great dig from Hu finds Kishtin, and Kremu lays down the hammer. Pally up 13-11 here. Chiyoung the dig, Gibbs to Thea and Knack, and after dropping the first 2 sets, Pally comes from behind and takes it, improving to 5-0 in league play. Big games from Krugler and Vagrinsik. Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. And this week, we honor Terra Nova volleyball star Amanda Murad. Amanda is great on the court and in the classroom with a sparkling 4.1 GPA.
Very nice. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its girls water polo team. The girls are undefeated in league play and just won the Silver Division Championship at the Watsonville tournament over the weekend, giving them a solid 7-1 record. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, Live Oak opening league play against Oak Grove.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football. '49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By Invisalign, winning smiles start here. Learn more at Invisalign.com. And by the Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Sereno Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Sereno Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Mike Gimo has his Live Oak Acorns playing very well again this season. Live Oak 3-0 entering league play with our boy Caleb Ojeda passing and running for better than 600 yards in 3 games.
The Acorns meeting league rival Oak Grove to start the league season. The Eagles finishing tied for second with Live Oak last season. Both teams looking to win it all this year, the Eagles and Acorns Friday night.
CO2.
Live Oak taking on Oak Grove. We got double the Oak in this one. Speaking of double, check out number 2, Malik Sumler. Fancy footwork, then drops the shoulder. Touchdown, Eagles. Live Oak looking to punt, but the defense, not today. Oak Grove throwing a block party. Javante Jackson sending out the invites. That sets up this field goal. Points were hard to come by in this one. Oak Grove up 10-0 at the half. Live Oak trying to stay alive in the second. Caleb Ojeda, nice touch on the pass. Hits Nick Lamonto for a 25-yard gain. First points of the game for the Acorns. Ojeda this time kicking, drills it. 10-3 Eagles. More from the Eagles offense. Mateo De La Torre throws it up for his man Elias Herrera, and he comes down with the inbounds touchdown, Eagles. Acorns down, but not out. Ojeda hands it off to Mosiah Saulala, and he does the rest, fighting his way in for 6. Eagles trying to put this one away. Jesse Miller unloads it. Devin Parker is up for the challenge, makes the catch with the defender all over him. That sets up another field goal, and that would be enough for the victory. 20-10 Eagles over Acorns. Malik Sumler, 83 yards and a score.
The Mountain View boys water polo team is having a great season.
The Spartans meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikus Center this week.
We're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the guys of the Mountain View boys water polo team! First of all, congratulations on winning league last year. Huge accomplishment. What was that moment like for you guys?
I mean, Los Altos, first of all, Los Altos played a great game. It was a close game to the very last second. And, I mean, when that last buzzer rang, we were all ecstatic. I mean, everybody was happy. We knew we all put in a ton of work towards the whole season.
And now you have a huge game against Los Altos again this week. So how are you preparing for the big game?
We've been having practice every day after school. Rafi's been making us wear hoodies, swimming, doing different sets. And just mentally, we've all been eating good food, you know, staying in the right mindset.
What kind of food do you guys eat?
Only protein, you know, vegetables, healthy food.
Wow,
Rafi makes sure we stay on a healthy diet.
I need to get on that diet myself. So I love ending with tradition. So give us some of your team traditions here.
Before every game, we'll hype each other up when we're getting changed, and we'll stretch and we'll yell and scream, you know. And then when we'll start shooting, and then we'll compliment each other on good shots and stuff just to get ready for the game. And then we'll have a big chant, usually in the gutter, so the whole pool can hear it, and we're ready to play.
Well, it seems like you guys have an awesome team here. Good luck against Los Altos this week, and make sure to stick around for their highlights. Again, I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. Give it up for the boys of the Mountain View Boys Water Polo team.
Spartans on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Spartans! Thank you, Shan. It's always competitive when Los Altos and Mountain View meet in the pool, and it's the Eagles on top early. Kyle Johnson hits Owen Brunner 5 meters out, and the junior fires it in for the 3-point lead. The Spartans tie it up at 5. Kyle Doe passes to Tony Nardelli, who buries it in the corner. And the second quarter now, Los Altos regains its lead as Johnson fires from way out. That goal gives the Eagles a 7-5 lead. But check this one out. Alex Wong tosses it in the hole, and Nardelli taps it in, giving the Spartans the lead. But Los Altos runs away with this one in the fourth. Here's Adam Hollingworth going top shelf. That was a nice shot, but the Eagles shut out the Spartans 6-0 in the fourth quarter. Brunner feeding Alex Brett in stride, and the senior gets his 7th goal of the night. 7th! Los Altos defeats Mountain View 18-10, staying undefeated at the top of the De Anza Division, 5-0.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the Los Altos Eagles. Carolyn Dormady goes up for the block, and her teammates love that one. Great job, Carolyn. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Riker Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Jack, and today's training tip is half kneel, curl to press. Lauren is going to take a dumbbell and get in a half kneeling stance. She's going to curl the dumbbell and then press it over her head. She'll do 6 to 8 reps each side and then switch knees and do her left side. And that is half kneel, curl to press.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and a ticket to the end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium.
Our Wesley Boone counts down the contenders, and then he will announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
Hi and welcome. It's the Plays of the Week. Alex Wong tossing to Tony Nardelli. He does the rest. Nice stuff. Berkeley taking on the Ugly Eagles. Nothing ugly about this. Dylan Seeley tips it. Lucas Linkard brings it in. Get yourself a friend like Dylan. He leads the escort for Linkard to the end zone. Touchdown. Ugly Eagles. Moving on, it's Valley Christian taking on St. Francis. Jackson Stewart must have had some secret stuff. Look at this. Makes the catch. Keeps his balance. And he isn't done. Finally going to be brought down in our top play. More Jackson Stewart. More awesomeness. Corner of the end zone. He believes he can fly. 2 Space Jam references. 2 amazing plays for Jackson Stewart.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We'll meet a football player from Encinal finding a new family with the Jets. We'll see you then.